Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, and I take excited Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Oh, hello, Edward. Looks like we're recording on a Saturday night again because somebody told me his schedule changed and then it changed back. So, good work, Ed.
I told you these days, and then I seen the
Thanks,
future
Ed.
week.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope, not what I heard.
Well, we're doing it, and people will be able to see it Wednesday or today while watching it. So, but how are you, Corey?
I'm tired, honestly, but I'm okay. Just kind of, just trying to. Actually, to be honest, I've been kind of frustrated the last a couple days. I ordered a desk. So first of all, it came early, like a week earlier than it said it was, right? So that was frustrating. But while it was here, I was like, okay, well, I might as well put it together since I have a little bit of time, because I wasn't going to be able to do it until next weekend anyway. So I said, let's just put it together, see what happens. And the picture was like this really nice desk. It was long. It was L-shaped, whatever. I put this thing together, dude. Like, my office chair is bigger than this desk. I'm not even kidding. Like, I measured it out. Like, I measured the space for the desk out. So I was like, okay, this is where it's going to go. It's supposed to be this long. Dude, the space I had measured out for it, based on the length they said the desk was, I had 17 inches left over of space.
Ooh.
And I didn't measure wrong. And I went back and double checked everything. I was like, am I just stupid? No, I'm not stupid. Whatever this box was just not the right. It either wasn't the right size or the posting just lied. So that's been pretty frustrating. And then it just caused a whole bunch of chaos this weekend to the point where after this recording, I'm probably going to stay up most of, if not all night. Oh, the other frustrating thing too, Ed. I was supposed to get my Zelda figure today, right? The Figma one.
Mm-hmm.
I get a random alert from Amazon yesterday. Mind you, I pre-ordered this figure in October of 2014, by the way. 2014. It's 2016 now. Or not 2014, 2024. I pre-ordered this figure. It's 2026 now, obviously, right? So on Friday, I check it. It's, it says arriving tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. I wake up the next morning to a message from Amazon. Your order has been canceled due to we were unable to obtain this product or something. To that effect. I was like, unable to obtain this product. What are you talking about? So I go to the listing, right there, being sold by Amazon for like $40 more than I pre-ordered it for by Amazon. So I was like, what the heck? I went to customer service, which, by the way, getting to chat with someone in customer service on Amazon is the hardest thing to do. It's easier to go to Google, type in Amazon customer service live chat, and click the link than it is to find it available on the website or in the app. So, so I complain about that. As of right now, it's coming tomorrow. But since I complained, I had to order it at the price that it's at now, right?
Yeah.
But they gave me a $50 gift card. Plus, they said once it arrives to your house, that I have to follow up with the ticket number that they gave me and they will give me $30 back. So I don't know, man. It's been a frustrating weekend of object purchasing. So
how can you not obtain a pre-order? You know, the same pre-order you put out. So you have.
First of all, well, it's not even that they were out of the product, right? Like, because that I could be like, okay, well, if they're out of it, I would understand more if they were out of it. But no, they're literally selling the product for $40 more than what I pre-ordered it at. And it says sold by Amazon. It's not like a third party selling through Amazon. It says sold by Amazon.
So I wonder if they did it because the price changed.
Yeah, I'm 1,000% sure that's why they did it. And they were hoping that I wouldn't, notice or complain about it, or I forgot about it or something because I pre-ordered it so long ago.
You I got the receipts, I got the information, I got everything right here.
Yeah, you bet I did, because those Figma figures, if you don't get it when they come out, they like double and triple in price.
Exactly.
Talk to me about those Fire Emblem ones. Jeez.
Oh, good. Googly boogly.
Anyways. Yeah. It's been quite an adventure, Ed. Plus one of my Power Ranger figures didn't come and said it was coming today, so that was cool. But the other ones did, so that's okay. Which I have a funny story. I told you what my son did, but I didn't tell you what he said to me. Right. I didn't tell you what he said to me.
Right. Because you said that he seen it. He said, ooh, this must be for me. And
he's like,
opened it.
This is what he said. He said, this Lord Draken looks cool. Which, if this is your first episode of Nintendo Pow Block, I promise we'll get to Nintendo stuff. But this is usually how these episodes start out. The first 30 to 45 minutes of the show are never about Nintendo. But welcome. Hi. So he's looking at the stack of Power Ranger boxes, which I sent you the stack the other day.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. To be fair, half of those had already been open, but my kids want to do toy unboxing videos with these Power Rangers. So I said, okay, fine. I'll just put them back in the box and you guys can open them. It's besides the point. One of the figures I bought was the Lord Draken White Ranger. And my son's like, that's really cool. I was like, yeah, Lord Draken is cool. He's like, Lord Draken's my favorite. I'm like, you don't even know who Lord Draken is, dude. He's like, it's the White Ranger with the Green Ranger shield. I'm like, okay, kind of got me. And he's like, he's a bad guy. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. So he picks it up and starts looking at it. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I want to play with it. I'm like, but it's mine. He's like, not anymore. And then he proceeds to open it, take it out of the packaging. I was like, do you want that? He's like, yeah. And he just took it upstairs, starts playing with it. And then he comes downstairs. This is afterwards, right? After he starts playing with it, which is look, Lord Draken is actually one of the cheapest Power Rangers to buy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Really cheap, $25, which is MSRP, essentially. For the Lightning collection figures. So he comes downstairs. He's like, you know how you have some of your toys on stands? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you have another one? I'm like, yeah, I have a whole box of them. Why? He's like, because Lord Draken's for display only. I'm like, okay. So he has a thing upstairs, a stand with his Lord Draken figure just standing there. Which is that's cool. It's funny. It's cool. But it's also you took it from me because you wanted to play with it. So now you're just going to have it displayed like I was going to have it displayed.
Was you just I can't even say anything?
I mean, kind of, yeah. And then he's like, you should give sister one, because this happened. What I didn't tell you was this happened. While I was building my desk yesterday, Riley was like walking around down here, and I kind of left a lot of things laying around. Right. She slipped and fell on the desk, like while I was building it, hit her arm on the metal bar. And it was, dude, her arm and her knee are so bruised from that fall. But my wife ended up taking her to like urgent care last night to make sure nothing was like broken or, fractured or anything. And nothing was. But like, this all happened while she was there. And he's like, you should give her one of these Power Rangers to make her feel better. I was like, I'm not. No, get a job. These are mine. But I ended up giving her one of the Yellow Rangers from like Beast Morphers or something. I don't know. I don't know. One that I really didn't care about. I was like looking through like the comic series and seeing which ones were like in that series to like have them, but it's not important. It's fine. It was like $11 on Amazon. So, by the way, if you want any Yellow or Pink Ranger, they are all the cheapest characters available right now because nobody wants the females Power Rangers, apparently.
Do not know why.
The only one that's expensive is the Pink Mighty Morphin Pink Zeo Ranger double pack of Cat because it was a San Diego. It was a Comic-Con exclusive figure for a while. And then there was like a GameStop variation of it that they sold for a while, but that's like the only one that's expensive. But I don't know. I bought it. By the way, it's sitting over there. But
with the gift card,
it's the only way you can get the Pink Zeo Ranger though, which is weird. I mean, that's why it's expensive because like Zeo. I didn't know this. I always think like Mighty Morphin is like, I mean, Mighty Morphin's so far and away the most popular, but Zeo is actually really popular also because of the lore of the Zeo crystals, which I wasn't aware of until very recently. Because I became obsessed with Power Rangers overnight. Like I do.
We live in your childhood.
Yeah. So, also the other thing I did this weekend too was email packs because I still haven't gotten my registration confirmation.
Did they send you anything back?
No.
Are you still waiting?
No, of course not.
Okay.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. It's just. We went to Disney on Ice today. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
Just ate a lot of popcorn. That was not so fun. Dude, popcorn tastes so good, but my stomach always hurts afterwards. Like,
oh wow,
it always hurts after I eat popcorn. I have no idea why that is. But
does it make you cleanse the soul or something? Or
no, it just hurts. That's all.
Okay.
Cleanse the soul. No, Ed, this isn't PAX.
I had to go to a funeral today. One of my friends died. She was only 33. So we had they had a service for her, and I did not realize how much family she had. And I was like, it was really good and everything. It's like probably an hour and a half and stuff. But my friend's grandma had popped in my head, and I was just like, "Oh, I cannot do this. I'm gonna fall out crying." I'm just like, "I don't need this." So, but I stayed there for the whole thing because I had to sing for the worship team, and then I just went upstairs, still watching the service and stuff, and just like, "Okay, Eddie, take a moment, take a break and stuff," because I haven't been in a funeral since. Oh no, I went to my auntie's funeral. That's the last one that I went to when she passed away. So that was like my last one. And And so to start kind of the new year off for funeral stuff, I'm just like, I'm like, I don't know, like I'm calm at funerals, but I think sometimes when I see people get emotional, I start to get emotional, just like, okay, I gotta turn my head and everything. And yeah, but I was pretty much good throughout the whole thing. It snowed. And I was just like, well, let me hurry up, get home. So hurry up and got home. I think it stopped snowing. It's supposed to snow again in the morning sometime, I think. But depending on how much snow that we get and how the roads are looking, I'm probably going to take the train to work tomorrow. Because I don't feel like driving in the snow. It's just the train is like easier to get to and get to work and get home. I might do that tomorrow. But I got to see how the weather is and stuff.
You like that train?
I do like that train. It's
well, I'm sorry you had to do that today.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that she passed away until I looked on Facebook. I'm like, what? So
yeah, I've definitely had friends like that where like I mean, not like we're close friends anymore, but like friends from high school and stuff. And you look online and it's like, oh, I wonder how this person's doing. And it's like, oh, I see a lot of messages here for her after she died 5 years ago. Oh, I guess she's not doing great. Or maybe she is. Maybe it's much better where she's at than when she's here. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just sorry you had to do that today, man. It sucks.
No, I think it was just something that I kind of needed and everything, just to see the family. And then I seen one of my old employees from Walgreens up there. We got to talking and stuff. So it was really good. It was they didn't have nobody to view or anything, so it was kind of like in remembrance thing. So they had her pictures and showing slides and stuff. So when we got done singing, we just went and took our seats in the auditorium and stuff. So it was really good and everything. So just I'm excited for spring. I'm excited for PEGI. So I'm just like, I get to even though Boston's probably gonna be cold as ever, I'm just like, I cannot wait to go see my friends.
Probably cold. I think it's gonna be extremely cold.
Well, when we went to PAX East in 2024, it was cold, but it was like in the middle of March. And since this one is going to be closer to the end of March, I don't know if it's going to be like getting straight into spring. So it's going to be like a little bit warmer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, PAX it's coming up.
It is coming up. So you guys
will they tell me if I'm going or not. That'd be nice to know. Like, soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of coverage, everybody, and probably some podcasts and stuff like there. We're probably recording into the Pow Block there. Yeah, I'm super excited to see, like you said, Corey, just to see everybody hang around and then meet new people. So super excited for that. How about we get into Snackendo? I just pretty much had Taco Bell and had a 20-piece chicken nugget today.
Dude, Taco Bell. I thought about Taco Bell a lot today. Actually, I want Taco Bell really bad, but I just man, I gotta tell you, man, I don't know. We had Sheets today, actually, which is like the gas station food. On the way home, we were gonna have pizza, but then my kids were like, "We don't want pizza," and we were like, "Well, what do you want?" And my son wanted pizza rolls. I want pizza rolls. So, yeah, man, Taco Bell, man, I've been wanting Taco Bell for so long.
Yeah, I've been eating some gas station pizza called Casey's. Been eating their pepperoni like late after work I've been getting like eating Checkers fries and stuff. Like, haven't been eating big stuff, and everything. So
Nice.
yeah, nothing too new or anything at this time. So
Nice.
Yeah. So, have you been stacking on anything? You already said what you stacked on, Corey.
Yeah, I mean, I just not a whole lot, just some random stuff, it's just kind of, I don't know, just popcorn, I guess, at the thing today. My kids made cookies yesterday, so I've had a few of those too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so a lot of cookies, man.
No.
Like 10 or 12 cookies, who knows? Who's to say? Who really knows?
Allegedly.
Who's to say?
You.
Oh. Well,
I think.
Well,
how about we get into play with power? Corey, I've been stuck playing Power Wash Simulator 2. That's all I pretty much been playing for the last 3 days. Like, I played it most of Thursday. I played some Friday at work and then played some later on that night. I played some like today for a bit. Yeah, I don't know how I got hooked, but like I already did like 6 places and like I still got more to do. And I'm like, what is it about this game that has me so fixated on it? Like, I've never been like fixated on a game like this.
Interesting. It's even Pat was saying it's like addictive, so it doesn't surprise me, but also, you never really know until you start playing it. So
yeah,
I don't know. I've been like thinking about it, but then I'm like, no, this feels like one of those games I'm going to be addicted to for like a year, and I can't do that right now.
Yeah, I got to do the eShop sale.
Oh, so is there a sale going? Oh, that eShop.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Scratch.
Yeah, so I snagged it up. And I'm just like, oh, I'll play this for a good while.
Yeah. Well,
so
nice.
It's a good. It's a like. I listen straight to podcasts and YouTube and stuff like that. So while listening to that, while playing the game, like that's pretty much what I do. Zone out and just clean.
Yeah. Well, that's good, right? I mean,
yeah,
might as well.
Have you been playing anything with Power?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and then the Fire Emblem Heroes still. Honestly, I just keep enjoying my time with it. So it's. I wish I could stop playing the mobile game, but still playing it, and it's still good. Let me tell you, it's still fun. Except I'm stuck on the story on book 10, chapter 5 on Lunatic. I'm stuck there, and I don't really know the right combination of characters to use there. I mean, I'm going to use a guide and see if there's anything I can use to level up and, use skill-wise, but usually I can, like, put a team together and, like, take them out and be like, okay, I can kind of put a team out there, see if it works, and if it doesn't, I'll just switch out some characters. But like, it's just really like, I don't know. I've been stuck on this one for days at this point, and I'm like, man, I need to like figure this out. This is crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been so. This is gonna sound bad, but I don't know if I mean it how it's gonna come out, but like I've been so checked out of everything recently that it's just kind of like, if I get to it, I get to it. If not, oh well. It's kind of like this is the only show that like I've been like, we got to get it out kind of thing, Everything else, I mean, even we were supposed to record Boss Rush on Wednesday, and Pat said he couldn't do it, and then LaRon just moved, so like his stuff wasn't working properly. Even when we got on and we're like troubleshooting some stuff, his stuff wasn't working. So I was like,
oh, he moved the stuff around or something?
No, he moved like to a new apartment. So,
oh, him, the boyfriend?
No, just him.
Oh,
yeah. You can ask LaRon about it, but anyways, he moved, and you know, they like his stuff just wasn't working correctly. So I was like, oh well, I guess we're not recording tonight. Which, like, at this point last year, I would have been like, oh my gosh, we gotta get something out. How do we get something out? And like, at this point, I'm just like, I can't be like that anymore. You know, like, I can't do that to myself or my family or the team anymore. Of like, we got to get something out. How do we get something out in the next like couple hours? You know, and it's like, whatever. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is at this point. So, sorry, everybody.
You have a new episode next week.
Yeah, I mean, we'll record on Wednesday. You know, it doesn't, you know, but I mean, we've been off for like a month, you know, so it's kind of, I don't know if people are waiting or not. Nobody's really said anything, but yeah, I don't know. At this point, it's just like, we'll figure it out later. I'm kind of on that thought of like, I feel like people want different things out of content creation, and none of it is the Boss Rush podcast at this point. Like, I honestly feel that way. Whether that's true or not, I don't really know. Right. But like, you know, this show, I kind of want it to be more like this show. Pat wants it to be more about talking about games and like deep dives into games. And I think LaRon wants it to be more of like a conversation about important things in the industry and like just conversations. And, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, and Stephanie's been kind of, you know, working on this whole marathon thing, and so like she's been out, but I think she wants something different from it, right? I know people want more indie stuff, and it's like, well, I feel like we're getting to that point again to where like when we paused the Boss Rush podcast the first time, right after episode 100, like what do we do with this show? You know, that's honestly where I feel like we're at again. It's like
how do we evolve it?
Evolve it, or like how do we evolve Boss Rush into like a literal network of podcasts? And maybe the Boss Rush podcast has run its course, and you know, maybe we bring back series of standard definition, or maybe we bring back series of like Crossroads, or you know what I mean, like maybe we switch it up a little bit. I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot about that lately, and allowing more of a, I don't know. I always just feel like the Boss Rush podcast, we've never really known what to do with it since we brought this back, really.
Yeah.
And it's felt like that to me always. And like, you know, I left this show to try to fix it for a little bit, right? And it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. I let LaRon host a little bit. It didn't really work out the way we wanted it to. I don't know, man. That show has always been weird. And it frustrates me because I enjoy everybody's, like, I enjoy talking with everybody and being with everybody. But I also know that everybody wants something different out of that show, either that show or something different out of content creation in general. And we're trying to pigeonhole it all into that show, and it's just kind of like not working how,
I kind of wonder if that's happening with almost everybody with content creation. Just like,
yeah, and I've also like, not that we're gonna talk about this on this show because we got some stuff to talk about anyway, but I just also like, I feel like when we like a decade ago, when people were like leaving, again, the whole industry was different 10, 12 years ago at this point, but like when people were like leaving like IGN or Game Informer or GameSpot or something to do other things, I'm like, man, you work in video games, why would you ever do anything different? And now I'm like looking at where we're at here, right? And it's like, not that I want to, at least not yet, but it's like, I understand why people get out of video games and like go pursue other things and pursue other interests, especially now, right? There's so many video games on so many different platforms by so many different developers, and you want to support them all, but you can't because it's financially, not just financially irresponsible, but financially impossible, right? To support them all. And like, I don't know, man. It's just so different than it used to be. And like, obviously social media is just a dumpster fire. Every time you get on there, it's like somebody's yelling at somebody else about something that, I don't know. And obviously there are different things that you and I have talked about wanting to do, and like other things other people have wanted to do. I know LaRon is still trying to jumpstart his own thing, and like his Monster Hunter show and his Star Trek show and like that sort of thing. So like, I just, maybe it's time to kind of like collaboratively make a decision on that, and maybe make this Pow Block like, oh, now Pow Block is the, Boss Rush Network's kind of, I don't want to say flagship, but it's kind of like the point of the pyramid essentially now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I literally haven't talked to anybody else about this. It's just literally the things that I've been thinking about that I should probably mention to everybody else, but that's just kind of where I'm at now, and kind of want to gauge how, people may or may not react to that. But yeah, we'll see, I guess. But as far as what we've been playing, yeah, I mean, I guess Fire Emblem is really the only thing I've been really playing. I just have been doing other things. So, like trying to build a desk that sucks and then taking it apart. Also, we did just record like 4 days ago, so I've also been working. That is true. So if anything happens on Monday or Tuesday, man, that crazy surprise Nintendo Direct, huh, Ed? All that, the way they shadow dropped Super Mario Odyssey 2 was crazy.
Right, still in the dunder right before the Xbox developers Direct.
Yeah, Mario's on Xbox now. Crazy. Just kidding. That would never happen legally.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I'm really excited for another Nintendo Direct, man. I need it to happen soon because, well, I mean, I know we're going to get it eventually, and we already essentially know some news from it based off some leaks from people, but
we'll talk about that in the Femi News.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will say, when you guys are watching this, tomorrow is the Xbox Developer Direct. I'm going to be watching it because I'm off that day. And I'm kind of shocked. I want to see what did they actually bring. Like, what's the surprise, not unsurprised, but the surprise game that's coming to the platform, or that they're shadow dropping that day. I'm very intrigued.
Are they shadow dropping a game that day?
They may. Because sometimes they'll have something planned and then something like they're bringing like a surprise into it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, they have that. We know there's going to be one game from a Japanese developer there, which we were Josh and I were theorizing on Tower Casuals as part of our non-Destiny talk because well, who wants to talk about Destiny on a Destiny podcast these days? No, I'm just kidding. That was mean. But like Persona 6 seems very either Persona 6 or Persona 4 Reloaded or whatever it's called. What's it called? Persona 4 something. I just forget what it's called, but that seems very like a very safe bet that's what that is. But also there's room for 5 games on that slate, and there's also room for 3 games on their website that are supposed to reveal information about on Persona's website, which there's like some sort of Persona Atlas Sega event or something coming up, right? So like,
yeah,
we also think like it's going to be, we think it's Persona 4 Remake Reloaded because that's not on their website yet. It's not called Reloaded. That was 3, but I don't remember what Persona 4 was called. So the Persona 6 announcement, since it's been, I don't know, what, 12 years since Persona 5.
Yeah.
Because it's a PS3 game. Everybody remember? It was a PS3 game. Japan.
And then the re-release of Persona 5, like additional content and stuff.
Right. And then it's the 30th anniversary of the first game. So we think that they're going to do some sort of like a light remaster of the first 2 games, since the only place they're available is PSP.
Yeah. I think Persona Q could actually be released on Switch too. Because I know that was a 3DS game.
Persona Q was a DS game, and Persona Q2 was a 3DS game.
Okay. So they could do that as a collection. That I think that was the time when Atlas was still niche, or they was by themselves before Sega bought them. So it is a possibility Sega might have them remaster the game for console.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that the main line ones are going to be remastered. I think people are going to be excited and then extremely disappointed when they play those games, because they're not. Persona 1 and 2 are more like the Persona Q games than they are 3, 4, and 5. They're dungeon crawlers, but they're not like, they don't have like unless they like completely remake them, which I doubt they would do, right? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I just feel like they are more of a remaster, like the Lunar collection or the Suikoden 1 and 2 collection, like that. I feel like that's more the route they're going to go with those, and not the full-on remake, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. But yeah, I think Nintendo Direct would be very nice right about now.
Yeah, I think they'll do it like in February. I think they'll probably do it right after Resident Evil Requiem comes out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I think because I think they probably want to do it before Mario Tennis comes out.
I would assume they would want to do that, right? But maybe Mario Tennis just gets its own like long form trailer or its own kind of mini direct, the way that Donkey Kong did, right? Like, I don't know. Plus, they need to have release dates on a lot of things that may or may not have release dates already, whether they're announced or not. like Fire Emblem.
Once again, we'll talk about that in Family News.
Yeah, I know. It's just anyways.
So
any pickups, Ed? Any weekly
besides getting a new Game Informer, I haven't opened it or read it yet, but that was the only thing that came in for me. Pickup wise, I'm kind of waiting for this week for Final Fantasy VII Integrate.
Yeah, it's coming out soon. You get a pack of them fancy cards too, I think, if you pre-order it, right? So
yeah. So just pretty much that for right now.
Nice. I did pick up Yakuza 1 and 2. The collection was like $20-something on Switch 2. So like the Switch 2 editions. So I got those because I want to play those eventually. Like they're on my backlog lists, and I would rather play them on Switch than try to figure out where they are on my Xbox and if I bought them or they were Game Pass games or whatever, right? Like I own them on Switch. They're RPGs. I can play them whenever. All set. 0, 1, and 2 Switch 2 editions all ready to go. Plus Kiwami 3 is coming out soon, so I'll be...
Yeah, I'm excited to play that one.
Yeah. So I've kind of made the decision, and I've talked about this 100 times on the show. I know I have, like, I wish everything was just on Switch so I could just play it on one console or whatever. And I've just decided, like, if it's on Switch or coming to Switch, I'm playing it there. If it's not coming to Switch, I'll just play it wherever it comes out. Because I'm just tired of like trying to manage every single system. It's like, oh, I got to play these games here. Or I got to play these games here. I got to play these games here because they run better. My Green Ranger and my White Ranger came in. Very excited for those. Nice. Very excited for those. Man, let me tell you, Green Ranger is expensive.
Oh yeah,
any form of the Green Ranger is expensive. By the way, there's three Green Rangers available right now. Well, that were released, I guess. There's the normal Green Ranger. Then there's the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, which was the version of the Green Ranger that appeared in Dino Thunder. Tommy had to go through the trials of finding himself to obtain the Black Dino Stone. Ed, in case you needed to know that. and then there's the shieldless Green Ranger, which doesn't have the gold shield. That's the most expensive one, by the way, even though you could just buy a regular one and take the shield off. Buying the one without the shield is more expensive than the one with the shield that you can take off. So,
right.
Explain that to me. No, please don't. No, the shieldless one comes with some extra like scenery and stuff. Has like a fire. It's part of the Lightning Collection remastered collection that came out for the 30th anniversary. It was like the last set they put out before they gave the Power Rangers rights to Playmates instead of Hasbro.
Yeah.
So it's part of that line, the remastered line, but they don't look any different than the regular ones. They just come in different boxes.
Oh wow.
It is also the only way though that you can get the Red Ranger with the shield. But
yeah.
I don't know. I bought the Black Ranger with the shield, so it's cooler.
Nice.
Because there's like half an episode where Zach gets the shield for 5 minutes and like because he's like losing energy, and so the Green Ranger gives him his shield, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to run away with it now." And yeah, that's a thing. Oh, anyways, where were we? Oh, cool weekly pickups. Yeah. I bought some other things too, but
they're not here yet.
They most certainly are not. So, I also got the Zeo Green Ranger. Came in yesterday.
Oh, nice.
The Blue Ranger, the Zeo Blue Ranger is supposed to be here today, but it did not show up today. So,
yeah, it'll be there.
I know it'll be here Monday probably. But let's just say I have it at least one package coming every day next week, according to my tracking information.
That's crazy.
Some of it's not for me. Okay.
Okay.
Some of it's not for me. I bought my son a red dragon Zord that he's missing for his Thunder Zord collection. So we'll have them all now because he keeps stealing mine and may or may not have broken the leg on it, but I super glued it back together, so it's fine now. What else did I get him? I got him some parts that were missing from his set that he has, because when the toys are 30 years old, they don't come with parts.
Right.
So I bought some of those. And then I may or may not have bought him a Dragon Zord because he plays with mine all the time. Mm-hmm. It's partially broken, so I bought him one that works, so I can just put mine on the shelf and let it not cry out for help.
Fix me.
Yeah. Turns out those things are pretty expensive unless you just buy all the parts separately and try to Frankenstein one together. Ooh. Then it's pretty cheap.
Pretty much.
Also, the part that's missing the most out of every single one that you see on eBay is the tip of the tail, because it comes off for some reason. That's weird. Like the tip of the tail just comes off for some reason. Like there's no other attachments for it, right? There's no there's no reason that it needs to come off, but yet it just comes off. So, it's cheaper to buy an intact tail than it is to just buy the piece that's missing. It's so crazy. I'm learning a lot about eBay selling and buying too while I'm here. I also bought a crate of just Power Ranger Zord parts for like $50 in case I need to fix any of them. Mm-hmm. But it has like 200 parts of just random things in it.
Yikes.
We'll see what they go to. Who knows? Maybe I can build one or two out of this box of parts. I did see there's a full Ninja Frog Zord in there. The pieces to one. Not one put together, but the pieces to one. So there's also a Tor Shuttle Zord, a couple of lasers, like the arm lasers that are always missing from that one. But which I don't know how people are missing those. They're like the second biggest parts to that thing, aside from the head and the body. These are the two other big parts to that thing. It's like, how are you missing these? But anyways, we'll save that for the Power Ranger show we talk about doing and never do.
Yes, we still got a Smash and Pass to do about the first episode.
Oh my gosh.
So that's for the future. Well, Corey, how about we get into Family News? Take it away.
Yeah, let me get to this doc here. All right. So getting into family news, again, there's not a lot of news since we recorded last, and since we're recording over the weekend, if anything happens on Monday or Tuesday, we'll either do a pickup later in the week or just, cover it on the next episode. But the live action Zelda movie is coming to Netflix, which makes sense from Sony's perspective. But I'll just get into this real quick here. And Netflix just got an unexpected big movie for the near future to stream, with Sony and Netflix having landmark Global Pay 1 licensing deal. The Legend of Zelda movie will be coming to the platform following the theatrical and home releases. This will allow Netflix to stream Sony's movie globally instead of going territory by territory. The deal ends in 2029. The Zelda movie will come out in 2027. This will be coming to Netflix, and people can watch it from the comfort of their own home. So, yeah, I mean, I knew about this deal just because it's like a big thing for the Marvel stuff, especially the Spider-Man stuff, right? Because like since all the Spider-Man movies and Spider-Verse movies are owned by Sony and not Disney, even though Spider-Man's part of the MCU.
Yeah.
Those movies go to Netflix first. And then they don't appear on Disney Plus until a couple years after. Like what was the last Spider-Man movie? No Way Home?
Yeah.
Far From Home? I don't think
it's the animated one.
No, the of the live action ones.
Oh, the
like
Tom
Holland one. Yeah. Far From Home? No Way Home.
No Way Home.
What the one with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in it also.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That one is not on Disney Plus yet. But the other two are, because their time on Netflix expired after a year. So so I knew about that deal, and I was wondering if that was going to, like, when they announced that Sony was doing the Zelda movie, I was wondering if that was going to like that deal was going to apply to Zelda, because like even though Sony's doing it, Nintendo owns Zelda, right?
Yeah.
But apparently it does affect the Zelda movie, so I don't know. I mean, it's fine, whatever. I mean, I think the Mario movie's on Netflix now too, so I mean, I guess and like, does it affect Nintendo? I don't know. I mean, it's Zelda. People are going to go see it in the theater just to say they saw the first Zelda movie in theater, right? Like,
yeah.
To me, the more and more I think about it, whether this movie's good or not, I feel like people are going to go see it just because it's Zelda, you know? And I think people are intrigued by, you know, is it going to be good? Like, what's the quality of this thing?
It's
more
a way
than
for
anything.
People to get out. It's a way for people to actually get out the house.
Well, people don't want to leave their house. That's the thing. And movies are so expensive anyway, right? Like I don't even remember the last movie I went and saw in the theater. Like, it might have been It might have been 007, whatever the last 007 movie was, or Indiana Jones. It was one of those. Like, you know, like we don't go to the theater, partially because our theater closed by our house, but also like trying to get the kids to sit through a movie is probably a nightmare. And like, it's just like, there's nothing we want to go see, and everything's so convenient at home. It's just like a whole thing. But like, I don't know. I get that people like the theater experience, right? But like, it's just not happening. So, and for this, like, to me, like, I don't know. I will probably just wait for it to come to video, like to streaming service or video or something, because I don't know. I waited for the Mario movie, and I mean, it was fine. Like, it didn't kill me not to see it in the theater, but also I remember seeing the original Mario movie in the theater and thought it was fun but weird. So what do I know? But now I'm rambling. What are your thoughts on the movie, Ed?
It was kind of weird seeing that Netflix would get the streaming for this, because I don't know like how Nintendo it is. I didn't even know about this deal. But I think now it explains why like Sony's animated movies go straight to Netflix before it gets like a DVD or Blu-ray release and stuff, or showing up in theater. I'm assuming that once these movies come out, Netflix has first dibs. So I think K-pop Demon Hunters probably was meant to be for the movie. Ooh, excuse me.
Well, it's not that. It's just when these movies are ready to leave the theaters, like they go to Netflix first. Like, that's the deal with Sony. Like, if their theatrical releases, when they're ready to leave theaters, they go to Netflix first. Or like, you know, if they are an animated movie, or if there's something that's made that isn't, they decide not to go to theaters, then they'll go to Netflix.
Yeah. Because K-pop Demon Hunters, that animated monster movie.
Yeah, I don't think
Those
they were expecting K-pop Demon Hunters to be as big as it was, though. There's no way.
Yeah.
Or they would, if they thought it was going to be that big, they would have released it in theaters.
Oh yeah,
because like
but
it's the same. It's the same studio that did Mitchell and the Machines, and that movie was like that movie was fun, but it wasn't like. I mean, it wasn't like breaking any records or anything.
Well, I think it's because it was a move that I think if you're not in the movie industry or you don't follow deals like that, the business stuff, you wouldn't expect that Sony was putting movies out on Netflix or anything, or this deal was even around. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess so, but it just, I mean, regardless, like, I mean, you look at how big K-pop Demon Hunters was, and you're like, and Sony's probably like kicking themselves they didn't put that in the theater, right? Like, I mean, they did eventually, right, with like the sing-along weekends and whatever, but like, man. But also that movie didn't get big until like 2 months after it came out either. Like that movie got big late in its life cycle.
Because people started making social media content for it and singing and like really singing Golden and stuff.
Well,
and
it was making shorts and everything. The Soda Pop song was the first time I ever heard any song from them from that movie was Soda Pop, and it was people doing the dance, and I was like, oh, I wonder what. I didn't even know the movie existed. I was like, oh, I wonder what cheap boy band is doing this song, and it turns out it's like part of the biggest movie of the year.
Well, for me, it was golden because people were doing covers and everything. So, and then when I heard it, and even people at my job were talking about it, they were like, "You're gonna really enjoy it." And I was just like, "I'm gonna take time to watch that movie," and I watched it, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is a really great movie." Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I think it's. I mean, people are going to buy the movie if there's all the fans, right? People are going to buy the movie if it's good. There are still people out there that collect physical movies and buy them or buy the digital movies just to like have them, right? But like a lot of people just wait for things to come to streaming services now. And I think I almost think putting it on Netflix will give it a bigger tail eventually, right? Like, because like, if people don't go to the theater and then they watch it on Netflix and think it's good, maybe they'll go buy it, right? Like that'll be a bigger thing for them than if they just, I don't know. There's a way to balance that. I feel like Netflix and streaming services do good things for movies and they do bad things for movies, right? Obviously the financial part is the bad part, but like just it's the same thing as Game Pass, right? Of like discoverability and like, oh yeah, this game's good and this game's cool and maybe I'll buy it because I found it here. I don't know. We'll see. I think, it'll be fine. I don't think Nintendo will be hurting. We'll just put it that way.
If it does $1 billion, yeah, they won't be hurting.
If it does $500,000, I think it'll be fine. I think. Nintendo clearly is always very careful about their money, and like Sony wants, and if they're heavily involved, Sony's going to do it the right way instead of doing whatever they do with the Spider-Man movies every 2 years. So,
me and Mother going to be like, I want to make sure this is all correct.
Yeah,
like Nintendo's going to be like, we want to make sure it's like we don't care if pictures and stuff come out. We'll control that the best way we can, but then like we want everything to be just right.
So
I think with Mario Galaxy coming in like 3 more months, and then next is Zelda and stuff, I think Nintendo will be in a good place movie wise, because then it's gonna be like, okay, what do you guys do? Is it Kirby next? Is it Fire Emblem? Is it Metroid?
Well, it's probably Donkey Kong, right? I mean, they did file that patent for the Donkey Kong movie. It's probably that, I would assume. Man, a Fire Emblem should be like an animated series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just got to see who would do the animation.
Like, almost from like the Castlevania people or something. Right.
Ooh, that would be good.
Because like I feel like that series got a lot of praise
And I think you could make an original story, and because you have a lot of games to choose from to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with Zelda. Like, there's not really like a true timeline. You can just tell whatever story you want as long as it has like, the Fell Dragon and the Divine Dragon, and I don't know. You could probably sneak Marth in there at some point, right? Like, you could probably sneak some of these fan favorite characters in there, but
yeah, because I know, goodness, that Street Fighter movie is gonna be comedic gold.
It's gonna be something.
I'm gonna go watch it, and I'm gonna be like, okay, let's see what. I don't know. I feel like that new Mortal Kombat movie is gonna be better than Street Fighter. So for the first time, it's gonna be like a reverse, where no, well, yeah, no, because Mortal Kombat the movie was better than Street Fighter, with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and this time, I think the same thing is probably going to happen. That Mortal Kombat sequel is going to be better than the Street Fighter, but we won't know till we see it.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see. I guess it'll be something.
Yes.
It'll be something. So, all right, Ed. Let's talk about a studio closing. Shocking, I know. Armature Studio has been shut down in a surprise move. Facebook / Meta has closed Armature Studios, a studio found by ex-Rare employees.
Retro.
What did I say? Rare? Sorry,
Rare,
Retro employees. Before Facebook acquired the company, they worked on Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for the Vita. They were purchased to make VR titles for MetaQuest back in 2022. With the news of 3 studios closing and Facebook probably moving away from VR because of interest in AI, the team at Armature Studios could be looking for a new place to go, or maybe Nintendo and Retro could rehire some of them. So, I mean, it's not surprising. VR was supposed to be this big thing, right? Supposedly. I don't know. I just feel like these buzzwords get thrown around just to get investors to, approve of something, and then they never pan out, and then they quickly search for a new buzzword to keep money coming in, right? Because it was 3D, and then it was VR and AR, and now it's AI, and now it's infrastructure, right? Like that's the big phrase being thrown around now, because AI doesn't make any money. Shocking. So like, yeah, I mean, I feel bad for them, right? But it's like, they shut down Ready at Dawn last year, right? Or 2 years ago at this point. And, because they bought them to make VR games. A lot of the people that founded Oculus and then Facebook, Facebook obviously bought Oculus, and a lot of them had left. So like the writing was on the wall, I feel like, for this, but I don't like it when people lose their jobs, but VR obviously wasn't a thing.
I think that's why it was shocking when the news that Major Nelson was let go.
From Unity, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Unity's been in a weird spot since their CEO came out and tried to make all those changes, right? Like Unity just has been I feel like they've been in a hole they've been trying to climb out of, because their ex-CEO said something and then left the company, like 6 weeks later or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Major Nelson. Major Nelson will find a job, right? I mean, even if he goes back to Xbox, or I mean, we talked about him. What if he came to Nintendo and kind of headed up their community stuff? Like that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be a powerhouse.
Which honestly, like, as big as Nintendo's community is, it has no direction or leadership, especially since like, Kit and Krista left, or like Reggie left, or you know what I mean? Like, it seems like the community there's a community with no leader, essentially. And I feel like, I know Nintendo isn't really like that anymore, but like they could use a leader for their community, right? So
Yes.
I don't know, but yeah, I hope everybody that's been affected by these layoffs recently, it just finds something, because I mean, it's hard because like as much money as the video game industry makes, it's like there's not enough, there's too many studios, and this sucks to say, but like there are just too many games and not enough money or time for people to play the good ones. I mean, there are great games falling through the cracks every day, and it just kind of sucks to see. And then you get studios that are stuck in this position of like, like Armature now, right, where they got pigeonholed into making VR, and VR didn't take off. So what do you do now when you're owned by a company that doesn't make video games for anything else, and VR is dying? Right. I don't know. It's pretty telling though when like your biggest games on the platform have been the same 5 games since the system launched, right? Like gosh, Beat Saber and Papers, Please and Batman, and like that weird Gorilla Tag, I think, is like the biggest one right now. But like it's just, plus like the Meta Quest, I guess, is like easily hackable, and like I don't know, you can get the garbage games on there for free.
The talk about VR is just like disappeared. Like even Sony don't promote PSVR.
Well, they put out that dongle so that it could work on PC, so PC players could use it, because they don't support it anymore. I mean, like, yeah, you can PSVR is supported by PlayStation, but not like, it's not like you're getting a major first party like Ratchet and Clank or Uncharted game on your PSVR, right? So I don't know, man. It's VR is a neat technology that it's almost like Kinect in a way now too, where like Kinect was cool for like 5 minutes, but like I really just want to hold a controller in my hand, which I think Nintendo was smart to get away from after the Wii, right? Really, I mean, obviously the Wii U used the Wii remotes, but like they had proper controllers, and now we have the Switch, which is like even better. So
it gives you options to do.
The gimmick needs to be an option, not the priority, right? That's the which is why I think the Switch works so well. Is like, yeah, the handheld to TV thing is the gimmick, but not the priority, right? The motion stuff is a gimmick for Mario Party and Nintendo Sports and all that kind of stuff, right? But like, not the priority. They have all these cool things, the mouse controls too, right? Like, cool feature, not a priority, right? Like, it's cool that they're there and they're available and you can use them, but
the way to draw in the PC crowd or people who do who want to play their games like mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to draw in people to play Metroid Prime 4, right? First, a lot of people play first-person shooters with nothing, mouse and keyboard, so why not? I do think the implementation for Mario Paint was smart for that.
Yes.
But I don't know, man. I hope everybody at Armature finds a job. I hope everybody that was affected finds something. And yeah. Anyways, let's move ahead. Hi-Fi Rush has been rated for Switch and Switch 2 according to the PEGI ratings board. I texted you this the other day. I was like, "Hey, did you see the news?" You're like, "Who leaked that?" I said, "The PEGI ratings board." And there's like a link. There's a link to the page and everything, and it's like, yeah, that's how people find out about games a lot.
I literally forgot. I literally forgot that we covered that story and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it looks like Hi-Fi Rush, though it was teased like 2 years ago at this point with those weird shirt images that leaked. Finally coming to Switch and Switch 2. back in 2024, it seemed like Hi-Fi Rush was rated for Nintendo Switch and being prepared by Tango, GameWorks, and Microsoft, but nothing came of it. It did end up on PlayStation, but nothing for the Nintendo platforms. But now Tango GameWorks is no longer under Microsoft and retains the IP. Krafton bought them at the 11th hour. Remember, Tango GameWorks was going to close. Microsoft was going to close them, but then Krafton came in and saved them. But it seems like the PEGI ratings board has once again given hope to fans who want to play this game on Switch and Switch 2, where it was rated recently. So nothing has been confirmed yet by Nintendo or Tango or Krafton, but it is on the PEGI games ratings board, and we could probably see it in the next Direct, Ed. That would be the perfect shadow drop, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is Hi-Fi Rush? Well, I mean, how big would that be if it gets shadow dropped twice, essentially? Because it was shadow dropped. It was shadow dropped on Xbox, if you remember.
Yes, the Developers Direct.
Yeah. So cool game. I really enjoyed it when I played it.
I can already see Limited Run doing the physical.
I think they are doing Limited Run physical editions. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely get it on Switch 2. It's a cool game. Definitely something everybody should play. And then that DLC that came out afterwards, they came out with like different outfits and different modes and everything that were cool. I never played those, but I think that the soundtrack is killer and the characters are fun, and I don't know, it's just like a really nice game at a time where like everything was like serious and dark and grim. It was like that nice in between game of like, AAA $250 million budget, dark, serious, and Fortnite. It like squeezed it in the middle of like, oh, this is like this cool, like fun, colorful game that has a unique art style and a unique soundtrack and everything.
I think it's still one of the highest rated games for Xbox, I think.
Yeah.
What would probably be cool is that Hi-Fi Rush 2 gets announced on the Nintendo Direct, and then they've just like, if you want to understand the story or the gameplay, shadow drop Hi-Fi Rush 1.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Krafton did say they want to do a sequel to that. So it's been 3 years. It's 2023, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been 3 years, and that game's not exactly a huge game. So it's
because it got
time for a sequel.
It got Game of the Year nominations that year.
Yeah. So yeah, but the last bit of news, Ed, and then we'll get into Pack Watch. Eurogamer seemingly leaked the date of Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave for May 22nd, which is a Thursday, which is when Nintendo likes to release their games. Not much information is left because the page is gone, but it has been retweeted and reposted and blue skied and whatever else you want to call it several times at this point. So it looks like Fire Emblem is coming out sooner than we anticipated, Ed, which is great. I'm excited. That is a perfect May leading into summer game.
Well, we've talked about I think last episode with games coming out for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, and what time Fire Emblem would be good, because we talked about Fire Emblem, the Three Houses coming out in July, I believe. And it was such a good time for that game to be released. And so now to have it, introduced, this summer and being a May release, like that's pretty cool. It will give people a lot of time to play throughout the summer, because depending on how many campaigns are in the game, people will go through all 3 campaigns.
Yeah. I'm very excited for Fortune's Weave, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I just have this. I know, like, the art style, like, looks. Some people are kind of thrown by the art style, and I'm like, it just because it's not like pretty boy anime stuff, it's still anime-ish. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it looks like Fire Emblem. I don't know what you want from it.
Right. Fire Emblem has always had this distinct art style, whether it's from Koei Tecmo or Intelligent Systems. Like, they always had this look to it. So it's like nothing surprising. It's still beautiful and gorgeous.
I also think they want to get away from, like, it. Like, the last couple have been very heavily. I mean, they're always pretty anime inspired, right? But, like, you see, like, a lot of the Hoyoverse games, like Genshin Impact and what is it, Wuthering Waves or whatever, and
yeah,
there's something else coming out very soon too, or maybe it already is out, like the Phantom Blade Zero, I think. No, that's not it. Zenless Zone Zero. I don't know. It has something the word zero in it.
Z.
Yeah. And I think they probably changed some of the art style to kind of get away from looking like those games, honestly, but still have that Fire Emblem feel.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. I don't have any proof or anything about it, but, like,
I think that's Hoyoverse.
Yeah.
The name.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it ties into Three Houses and the lore behind Sothis and all that. Man, that trailer. I watched it again the other day because I was, like, really excited when we were talking about it the other day. And, man, I can't wait. Plus, I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem lately, obviously, and so, like, yeah.
I really think people are gonna go back through the Three Houses games and then finally get into engage.
I've seen a lot of people playing Three Houses actually on my friends list recently.
Nice.
Quite a few, actually. Like, I think people have that Fire Emblem bug right now, man. Plus, like, there's a lot of, like, Three Houses, like, merch coming out. Like, the figures specifically, like the pop-up parade ones, and Figma's putting out that new Byleth dancer figure and the Figma figure, so, like, there's a lot of Fire Emblem stuff coming out right now surrounding Three Houses, which I'm like, you guys could do a Fire Emblem Engage line anytime you wanted to, so we could get the characters people like, but like the old school characters people like, but I wouldn't mind a Micaiah figure sitting on my desk, or like a Celica or something, but
the beautiful blue and red in Engage.
I mean, the Aleer figure is like $300. So if you want to, Ed, my birthday's in 10 months. So if you want to get it for me, you can start saving now. You can start saving for it now.
I like this. Are you sure?
So I don't know. I've been looking at the Three Houses Figmas recently. Like the there's an Edelgard one that's pretty cool. There's a Bernadette one that's, like, kind of cool but kind of weird. Then there's, like, the Fire Emblem Fates ones. There's two Corrin ones that came out that I kind of want, but they're like $250 a piece, and I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Tell you what, anybody out there, if you want to buy me 2 Fire Emblem Figmas, I'll give you my PlayStation 5. There you go. The one I just repurchased.
Right.
After I play Wolverine. Yep. All right, Ed, why don't we get into Pack Watch?
Yes, Pack Watch.
All right, Ed, these are the games that you can play on your Nintendo Switch right now, and I'm reading them straight off the Nintendo Switch. Mio comes out. Memories in Orbit. This game was announced, 2 years ago at this point, Ed, and we both said instantly that game looks really awesome. A mesmerizing, intertwined, decaying world awaits. Awaken Mio, a nimble robot with extraordinary abilities and unravel the mysteries of the vessel, an enormous technological ark overgrown with lush vegetation and machines gone rogue. Nobody knows why the Pearls, the vessel's AI caretakers, have ceased functioning. Forgotten by all, the vessel faces imminent shutdown. Dive into its depths to revive the lost memories as you unravel the true past and destiny in this mesmerizing Metroidvania. Dude, this game looks so cool. Like the visual presentation and like just the art style and just everything, man. It is a beautiful looking game. It's like this cool cell shaded mixed with watercolor. You know what it actually reminds me of is the art style kind of reminds me a little bit of Gree.
Ooh, yeah.
A little bit like that painterly kind of look to it, but also like it looks like, you know, when people watercolor paint and then they go in and do the details with like colored pencil,
yes,
or like marker or something to get the little fine details in there, but still have that watercolor painterly look. That's what it reminds me of a lot. So yeah, Mio looks cool. I'm very excited. That's on the 20th. All right, AI slap. The Rumblefish 2 comes out, Ed. Are you ready for this? The Rumblefish 2 Nintendo Switch 2 edition comes out on 1/21. This game is already out on Nintendo Switch, I think. It looks like, but the upgrade pack is $4.99. But there's also a proper Switch 2 version to buy if you haven't purchased it already. A legendary arcade game developed by Dimps in 2005. This fighting game gained popularity for its smooth visuals powered by SMA, as well as high level of strategy driven by its 2-gauge system. And with the addition of new current gen features, it's even easier to play. So that's cool. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. The limited access edition is comes with the original version of Final Fantasy VII, so you can get that for $39.99. Basically, the regular version is also $39.99, so you're basically getting the first game for free, the original game for free. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to the product details. Oh my gosh, I don't care about all this. I want to see the game. There it is. Okay. The award-winning Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade retells the original story up to the escape from Midgar with breathtaking visuals, fast-paced gameplay, and additional story elements. This RPG delivers unforgettable characters, a powerful narrative, and a hybrid battle system that blends real-time action with strategic command-based combat. It also includes Final Fantasy VII Remake Episode Intermission, a side story starring Yuffie that offers a fresh perspective running in parallel to Cloud's journey. So
nice.
That, and also it's $39.99 instead of $59.99 or $69.99. Dynasty Warriors Origins Nintendo Switch 2 edition also comes out on 1/22. It is $59.99.
Reviews.
Yeah. Become immersed in exhilarating battles as a nameless hero in the Three Kingdoms. The most exhilarating action in the series' history. Tension-filled battles where you clash against massive armies stretched as far as the eye can see. How will you handle the onslaught of enemies? Your military prowess will serve you well as you fight in tandem with the allies in tactical battles unique to the Dynasty Warriors franchise and experience the most exhilarating action in the series' history. So that's on 1/22. I'm trying to see what's AI slap and what's not. Honestly, because there's a lot of I don't think you want to hear about succubus demon love redemption hearts.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I don't think you want to hear about incubus demon love redemption hearts either.
Once again, no, thank you.
One's about anime girls and one's about anime boys, so you guys can figure out which one is which.
That's the second game like that.
Oh man, it's so funny. I'm looking on here and it's like people are complaining about not getting Nintendo Switch 2 dev kits, and then you see this AI slap on here with Nintendo Switch 2 tags on them. It's just like, what? Doesn't even make sense, man. But whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to see if this is an AI slap game too. Anyways, not important. Let's move on here to Knights and Guns Essential Edition is coming out on 1/24. Knights and Guns, I remember, was people really liked that game when it came out. Inspired by the classics developed for modern audiences, the classic revenge story set in a medieval fantasy world with a touch of deadly modern firepower just turned things up to 11. Fight through the armies of the undead, mutants, aliens, machines, and beasts in order to get back what is rightfully yours and bring some semblance of peace back to the land. Who knows? If you're thorough enough, you might even discover the history of the kingdom itself, long lost to the scholars of the realm. That's on 1/24. Let's see. I don't think we need to talk about this yet. What's the date today? This episode comes out the
21st.
21st. So this would be the first game on the next list. But Dispatch also comes out on the 28th, which we can talk about. Yes. We'll talk about that on the next episode because that'll be the first game on the list for the next Pack Watch.
Yeah.
But man, Ed, it's almost February. It's almost February already. Where has the time gone? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But that's your Pack Watch for the week. Did you pick up the Animal Crossing 3.0 update yet, Ed?
No, I have not. I know a lot of people have been loving it though. Jumping back into it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about just getting the $5 upgrade and calling it a day. It really feels like a game that in like a year my daughter's going to want to play. Right? Yeah. So like, I don't know if I should just introduce it to her now and just let her play it or not, but I don't know. But the 3.0 update is free, so maybe I'll just let her play on my Switch 1, and then if she's that into it, I'll get the update or upgrade or whatever. I didn't see anything new on Nintendo Switch Online, Ed. Was there anything added to Nintendo Music? I didn't see that either.
No, nothing was added this week.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so, but there was a system update to the Switch in Switch 2 this week. Stability issues were fixed, and there was a whole slew of games with progress issues that were fixed as well. But yeah, that's all we got, Ed.
All right, then that's gonna be it for this episode, everybody.
Yeah, I do want to point out we recorded this earlier than I think we expected, so like we didn't ask for questions this week, but we'll get to questions next week, and maybe have a better topic lined up. And then like Ed said, we're planning something for expansion pass, but we're still talking about what we want to do with that side of things specifically. So we'll have updates next week, hopefully.
Yes.
But it's been such a busy 4 days since we recorded last that like it literally feels like 3 weeks since we recorded this. But it's been 4 days. Like what is happening? What is going on, But That's it, Ed. That's all I got.
Well, thank you for watching and or listening to this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. You can follow or subscribe to the channel you're watching it if you haven't done so already. If you're watching later on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Whether it's on today's topic or a new idea we can discuss in a future episode. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, consider leaving us a 5-star rating and a nice review as it helps us with discoverability and reach. You can support Boss Rush on Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork at a tier that's right for you. You can even follow for free and gain access to all of our base shows on one feed. Thank you again for watching and or listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Goodbye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.